Assalamualaikum everyone. My courtesy to General Amado Concepcion and to all of you officers of the BJMP. I am your friend. I am Brother Jose Arnold Alferez, and you can call me Sergio Ars Alferez. Then I'd like to thank first for this invitation. And supposed to be this is face-to-face, pero sige lang because of may mga rason na bakit hindi face-to-face. So I'll be sharing with you about this transformative peace education promoting peace and gender sensitivity. So I'll be the one to give the first topic, an overview of about peace and peace education. Then the next is my friend also from the university. So by the way, I'm also the program head of peace education in the graduate school in Cotabato State University, where General Concepcion is also a holder of Doctor of Philosophy major in Peace and Development. So once again, I am your friend. I am Joe Ars Alferez. So sharing with you this topic. So it is said that peace education does not have universal and consensus definition. And why? What do you think? Because it depends on the experience, it depends on the situation, as well as the events in the life of the people. That's why we can say when you talk about peace, there is no such thing as universal definition. But there are a lot of definition depending on the situation and also to the perspective of the individual. So we move on. Now, if you will be asked, kasi sabi ko maganda sana kapag face-to-face ito, mag-i-enjoy tayo, but well, this is it. If you will be asked what is peace, I think you have a lot of idea. As men and women in uniform, you know that one very well. Based from your experience, you have also an idea of the so-called peace. Now, when you look at this slide, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. What will be the implication? What is your observation about this? War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. What do you think? So well, you would say this is an opposite things. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. So, no? The opposite. So, we move on. There is a saying in Latin, sic vis pacem para bellum. Maybe you would say, oh, ano yan? Bakit naka-uniform? By the way, I'm also an officer of the Philippine Navy Reservists. So, that's why yan. Medyo kabaro din tayo. Pero half military, half civilian lang ako. So, going back to the saying, sic vis pacem para bellum. So, what does it mean? So, this is it. If you want peace, prepare for war. If you want peace, prepare for war. I think you have an idea. You have a reaction on this. Sic vis pacem para bellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. As men and women in uniform, sabi ko nga kung face-to-face ito, harap-harapan, kayo yung tatanungin ko. Your reaction about this argument, about this saying, if you want peace, prepare for war. But well, you have your own idea about this. You have your reaction about this. But we have to proceed. Nowadays, we all know na medyo may conflict, not really conflict, but war between Iran, America, as well as Israel. At alam natin yon, since sa memorial may gulo na, religious, political, alliances, but as peace educator, kasi alam ko kayo, hindi din kayo gusto ng away. All men and women in uniform, we want peace. That's why if a conflict or war, yun yung panawagan natin. We have to stop the war. Stop conflict. According to Mother Teresa, I think you know Mother Teresa is a Catholic nun from India, and he was a Nobel Peace Prize awardee. Then she founded a congregation nowadays, taking care especially those who are poor. So according to her, we do not need guns and bombs to bring peace, but we need love and compassion. Once again, we do not need guns and bombs to bring peace, but we need love and compassion. I remember the song, a Filipino song, nung mayroon pang ABS-CBN. You remember mo siya? Yung sabi niya na awit, yung theme song, sana'y pag-ibig na lang ang isipin ng bawat isa sa mundo. Sana wala ng away, sana wala ng gulo, sana may pagmamahal, sana pag-ibig yung umiiral ng bawat isa sa atin. What we need is love and compassion. We do not need guns and bombs. That's according to the Peace Nobel Prize awardee, Mother Teresa. So another saying, sabi niya, works of love are works of peace. So when we love someone, when we love the community, when we love our work, we are also working for peace. Works of love are works of peace, according to her. So another saying of Mother Teresa, peace begins with a smile. Peace begins with a smile. Sabi nga, smile when your heart is aching. Smile. Okay. Peace begins with a smile. Kaya agad-agad ng ngiti yung batang yan. So if you notice, if you are wearing that smile, you are bringing peace, you are bringing good vibes. Napansin ninyo, maglakad kayo sa syudad, maglakad kayo kahit saan. Pag nasimal ka, what will be the reaction sa taong salubong mo? Diba? Grabe, anong klaseng men and women in uniform? Sungit-sungit, palaging galit, di ba? Ganyan. But if you wear that smile, you bring good vibes, you bring peace to others, di ba? Pag smile ka, Allah, kabait, parang kilala ko yan siya, parang nakita niyan siya. Bakit nakasmile sa akin? So that's it. Peace begins with a smile. So the art of living peace is teaching peace in our own little way as men and women in uniform. If you want peace, you have to teach peace in your own organization, in the community you serve, sa mga jail, sa yung mga nasa ating bilangguan, di ba? Kapag yung mga prisoners, dala-dala mo yung kapayapaan, ang ganda-ganda ng response din nila. Eh, mahal na mahal ka nila. Kung ilipat ka, mamimiss ka talaga nila. Because of that, tinuro mo yung kapayapaan. So once again, the art of living in peace is teaching peace. So that's a challenge to all of us. So another thing, according to the unknown author, peace, it does not mean to be a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still become in your heart. That's why, despite of all the gulo, despite of all the chaos in our surrounding, but you can still experience that peace within your heart. That's why peace begins from within. Nagets natin? So, pwede natin makamtan. Kahit nagbantay ka dyan sa mga prisoners, but peace, makakamtan natin from within. Kalma lang. But in your heart, nandoon yung tinatawag nating kapayapaan. If you want peace, work for justice. Kaya may sinasabi dyan sa image dyan, diri mi nabuhi kauban sa among mama ug papa. Yung the little wonder, mga children working. Yan, they are happy. Pero masasabi tayo, saan ang justice dyan? Bakit nagtatrabaho sila? But if you'll ask the children, sasabihan, kasi para makatulong ako sa aking mga magulang. And that was also my experience before. We are very poor. Pag yun, nasaan ang justisya? Bakit dapat maglaro ka. Bakit nagtatrabaho ka? But well, sabi ko nga, there is no such consensus definition when you talk about peace. Kaya nga sinasabi, happy sila dyan, helping each other, helping their parents. But here, if you want peace, work for justice. That's why in peace education, peace and justice should go hand in hand. Gets natin? Sabi ni Fernando noon, justice is a good word, go for good. But there should always be peace. Okay. Then peace is putting love into action. That's a challenge to all of us. Putting love into action. Kaya nga, in our organization, your organization, if you really love that organization, kahit saan ka man ma-assign, if there is peace, just put it into action. If there is love, there is also peace. Then, ito yung panawagan, stop violence before it happens. So, pwede ba? We can prevent also the violence. Kaya nga, whether we like it or not, we can prevent violence. Tinatawag nga ito sa amin when I was in the seminary, preventive system. Bago mangyari ang gulo, dapat your presence will be there. Ating mga kabaro na kampulisan, napansin ninyo? Kapag ang presensya nila palaging nakikita sa tao, napiprevent yung crimes. Gets? So, and that's it. Stop yung panawagan by violence before it happens. Another saying of Mother Teresa, if we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. If there is no peace, kalimutan natin that we belong to each, we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Kaya nga yun yung makikita natin ngayon. Giyera between Iran, America, as well as Israel. Kalimutan nila for the sake of humanity. Kaya dito sa atin may mga supporters man, may kanya-kanyang tauhan. Free country, durugin na yung Israel. Wala na silang nation. Nabuwag na yan sila noon. Diba? Yun yung mga panawagan. Free Palestine. Hindi naman ganon. Baka nakalimutan natin that we belong to each other. We are a family. For the sake of humanity, magkaisa tayo. Iba-iba mang relihiyon natin, iba-iba mang lahi natin, iba-iba mang tribe natin. But kung nakalimutan natin yan, that we are family, we belong to each other, ang problema, walang kapayapaan. Am I right? We move on. Dalai Lama, sabi niya, we can never make peace in the outer world until we make peace within ourselves. Sabi nga, peace begins from within. And kung meron ka, it would radiate to the world. In your experience, in our experience, di ba? All of us are family, men and women. If there is peace in the family, pansin ninyo, it would radiate to the community, then to the larger world, to the outside. So yun yung kagandahan. That's according to Dalai Lama. So, peace begins from within. Next. So if you look at this image, then if you'll be asked from this image, what is peace? And I think, sabi ko nga, kung face-to-face ito, maraming kasagutan dyan kung ano yung kapayapaan. Okay? Sige, we move on. Peace means inner stillness and calm and a sense of well-being. If there is peace from within, kalmado ka, ang ganda ng buhay, ang saya. And I think all of us experience that one. The inner stillness from within. Diba? Okay. Next. Peace is also harmony and cooperation. Peace is harmony and cooperation. For that definition, when they talk about harmony and cooperation, harmony with yourself, harmony with our relationship to others, then harmony with the nature, with the environment. Especially nowadays, harmony with the environment. Ang init-init ng mundo because of climate change, global warming, na minsan tayong mga tao ang sumisira sa mundo. Kaya nga problema, ngayon summer, minsan may bagyo. Pag December, taglamig, pero grabe in because of the issue of global warming. So once again, when you talk about harmony and cooperation, harmony with oneself, harmony with our relationship, and nature's harmony within to our supreme being, to the Creator. So yun yung ibig sabihin, peace is harmony and cooperation. Now, peace in the society exists when conflicts are resolved non-violently and when there are practical efforts to satisfy the basic needs of people in a fair and reasonable manner. So once again, it exists when conflict is resolved non-violently. May naalala ba kayo in resolving conflict in a non-violent way? Kung sino yung proponent dito? Remember Gandhi? You can resolve conflict in a non-violent way. Active non-violence. So what happened in the life of Gandhi? Di ba yung linusob sila doon sa India, sa mga British Army? Anong ginagawa? They fast, they pray. So what happened? Siguro na konsensya yung kalaban and they resolve conflict non-violently. Kaya nga may mga replica yan all over the world. Sa atin, mayroon din tayong tawag yung EDSA Revolution, the Unbloody Revolution. That's a replica. Okay? That we can resolve conflict in a non-violent way. Yung EDSA, remember? I was still young and handsome during that time. I was in the seminary. We pray. Okay? Dasal kami. So walang dumadalak na dugo because of that non-violent na ginagawa. So that's a replica from Gandhi. So once again, peace in a society exists when conflicts are resolved non-violently and where there are practical efforts to satisfy the basic needs of people in a fair and reasonable manner. Okay? Satisfaction of basic needs. Next. Peace is defined as a state of law or civil government or a state of justice or goodness, a balance of equilibrium of powers. It has always been among the highest values, humanity's values, according to the Roman in 2002. So a balance or equilibrium of powers. In our country, di ba, 3 kinds of the government. Alam natin yon. Legislative, executive, ano pang isa? Judiciary. So, pero may problema, no? May problema. Alam natin yon. Ako yung one. Like your idol before. Ako yung dapat masunod. Ganito, ganyan. Ayan. That's the executive. May batas. Dapat ganito, ganyan. Dinidiktahan. Until today, nangyayari yan. Diba? I think, alam naman natin ngayon, kung sino mang pumipirma sa impeachment ng Vice President, 0 votes kayo during election. Parang ang tao hindi na nag-iisip. Is that a state of justice or goodness or a balance or equilibrium of powers? Kasi nasa sa ating mga Pinoy, minsan, hindi natin ginagamit ang ating coconut shell. Although mga non-partisan tayo as government employees, pero in our own, may kanya-kanya maniteng manok. Pero may problema dito. A balance or equilibrium of powers, especially in the government. Sayang, kaya sinasabi nga, ang peace is humanity's highest value. Sa value. Pero minsan, nawawala. Nakakalimutan. That's really the problem. Next. Peace is not merely an absence of war, but an absence of violence, physical, psychological, or structural in nature. According to Galtong, it's not merely an absence of war, but an absence of violence, especially physical, psychological, structural in nature. Kaya nga ngayon, masaya ako. Women's Month man ngayon. Mamaya may talk yung aking kapatid, the next speaker, about women. Psychological, structural, may vowsin na ngayon. Noon wala man yan. That is not only merely an absence of war, but the absence of violence. Physical, psychological, and structural in nature. Next. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Buti pa ang scientist, si Albert Einstein, may sinasabi about peace. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Kagaya din sinabi ni Mother Teresa, we do not need guns and bombs, but we need love and compassion. Sa kanya naman, understanding. Pag naintindihan natin ang bawat isa, pwede nating makamtan ang peace, not by force. Okay? Then, in addition, I told you that in the beginning, there is no such thing as consensus definition of peace, pero maraming nagsasabi at maraming mga similar words like this. Okay? In different cultures, the Jewish and the Christians would say, peace be with you, peace be upon you. Our brothers and sisters Muslim, Assalamualaikum. Okay? Sa Greeks, Irene. Sa Latin, Pax, Pace, Kalinaw, Pakidait, Kapayapaan. So it depends on the culture, it depends on the language. So ang dami, Pakigdait. Okay, next. So then, according to Galtong, Galtong is one, I think, the father of peace education. Okay? Siya talaga yung pinakauna, isa sa pinakauna sa buong mundo na nagpalaganap sa peace education. In Hebrew, accordingly, it's shalom. Of course, sa Arab, it's salam. Means beyond the Roman pax, the Roman peace, to an understanding of peace that includes also justice. Yan, sabi ko kanina, peace and justice should go hand in hand. Then, peace is not only the absence of all violence, but also the presence of justice and human security in all forms. Take note, presence of justice and human security. If all of us are secure in all forms, there is peace. Okay? That's according to Johann Galtong. Then, according to him, there are two kinds of peace. Take note, the negative peace, the positive peace. Is there such thing as negative peace or positive peace? Now, you know, and I think in your readings, in the lectures, nandyan nabanggit yan. Cold War, hot peace. That's mga technical terms, peace education. Then, negative peace, sabi dyan, is the absence of wide-ranging physical violence or the condition of war. That's negative peace or Cold War. What about positive or hot peace? Promoting structural and cultural peace as it involves the development of a society in which there is no structural violence and social injustices. No structural violence and social injustices. That's more on the hot peace or the positive peace. So these are the two kinds of peace. Once again, negative or Cold War, positive or hot peace. Next. So in this diagram, the negative as well as the positive peace. The negative peace, the absence or direct or the physical violence, pangmaliitan man at saka pangmalakihan man. That's negative peace. Then the direct violence, that also includes war, torture, child and women abuse. Then on the positive side, the present condition of the well-being and just relationship the social, political, and ecological and political status. Then under that also the structural, like poverty, hunger. Then the socio-cultural violence, racism, sexism, religious tolerance. Then the ecological violence naman, the pollution, overconsumption. That's more on the positive peace. Okay? More on structural yung mga example. Dito naman, direct sa negative peace. Now, there are 4 levels of peace. Take note of this. What are these 4 levels of peace? Personal or inner peace, social peace, peace with nature, peace with the supreme being. It's that I mentioned that similar to what I mentioned, that peace is harmony and cooperation. So these are the kinds na related to that. Personal or inner peace, sabi nga, we can achieve in our own way this personal peace, the inner peace from within. I think as believer, whatever is our religion, talagang maramdaman natin yun. The inner peace. Kung malay ka lang, despite the chaotic environment, tumahimik ka. And you will feel that inner peace from within. And of course, your relationship to others. To our family, it would start from the family. Then it would graduate to the community. And of course, I already shared with you in the previous slide, peace with nature, peace with the environment. What is happening of our environment today? Ang grabe, sirang-sira na. All of mga sinars that so parang na sa atin our opinion will is for Marvin. It is scientific. So we can trade the numbers. Both that the shall decision is offer. Actually, relation to some thousands is so promoting to being what agents that will actually do and to fully to great function to service their problem and that our integration that you orderly community also should be this peace started in the and very na should be all over